that she's right, like it or not. So enjoy the ride, take what she's got, 'cause it's a long way to go if you wanna ride with mom. Just enjoy the ride.
Hey, this is Vashti with Vashti's House, and this is a mom talk, just running to the store really quick. But I thought of something the other day, and you know, when I was a young mom, well, actually my whole life, I have just felt super lazy, like lazy. Whenever I got a chance, I just really wanted to go back to bed, lay around and just not do anything. I could sit for hours. I could lay on my bed for hours. I wrote that porch pondering book based upon me just sitting on my porch and pondering. You can get it at vashtishouse.com. But you know, and I've always thought of myself as lazy. That doesn't mean I haven't worked hard. I have worked hard. I've had to work hard to survive, and I've always had jobs, and I've always had, you know, I've always taken pride in doing a good job at my jobs. I wanted people to think well of me, and so I worked hard. But then I would come home and crash, and couldn't really do anything outside of my work. And I did always have meaningful work that I felt proud of, and so. But so tired all the time, and just thought of myself as being just really lazy. Well, as I've grown up, I've realized that the reason I was so tired all the time, and the reason I was just burdened, and was because I was carrying a lot of trauma in my physical body, and your body has to work extra hard to break through those internal barriers of fear, of doubt, of other false beliefs. Insecurities, had to work through my insecurities, and just the physical effect of trauma that's been unresolved. It wears your body down. It creates an effect of weariness and even feeling sick and tired, achy joints and bones and whatever, all of it. And that was the way I was raising my kids. It was always tired. I remembered I had a good time. We were playing and stuff, having a good time, but always tired and always feeling emotionally overstimulated. Well, as I've gotten older, like I said, I realized that a lot of that is just due to unhealed trauma, that once I was able to concentrate on that and then also let my body work through its developmental stages so that I could access within myself other parts of my brain and have more self-agency, be better at emotional regulation, be better at cognitive, decision making, and my cognition was better, problem solving, and life got easier. Fast forward, now an empty nest, and I find that it's hard. I've kind of reverted and gotten back to kind of being lazy, and maybe I deserve it because I probably do. Probably deserve to be lazy. But when I go watch my granddaughter, and so this is the good part, when I go watch my granddaughter, my husband and I went and watched our little granddaughter the other day and stayed for the weekend. Oh my gosh, so much work. Being a parent is definitely for the young. We were exhausted. I mean, up, down, standing up from a squatting position, no rest for the weary, meals. And she's just 1.5 years old, and staying with her constantly. She wants to be constantly being engaging. So we're taking her to the park, and all day long it's engaging with her, and it's fun. Trust me, we're having a great time. When I get home though, I crash, and I know I'm going to crash. But here's the epiphany I had, and this is just fresh. This is a fresh epiphany. How hard I worked for my Schnookie, with now a more healed physical body, with now a more developed mental capacity, with now more emotional maturity. All of that's new now, and I'm way more present in doing it. So now when I get home, I went right back to being lazy, having to get myself up to do things. I thought, you know what? I actually felt good when I was working that hard for Schnookie. I wonder what it would be like to work intentionally that hard for myself. What would it be like to work that hard for myself? I literally made the decision that I was going to go ahead and do that and see what it was like, as if I was the Schnooky. And you know what? It actually has had a huge impact. We're going on 2 weeks now. And instead of laying around the house, I think, if I were a Schnooky, what would I want? What would I want? And I just literally get up and I do that for myself, and I have not let myself go into my collapsed state, my lounging state for hours, my sitting state. Granted, those times are important because I do a lot of internal work, and that is where a lot of my ideas and stuff come from. But also it's a default. So anyway, this is what I wanted to say about that, is that after you've done some healing, taken some years of healing, whatever, go back and revisit different ways of doing things and see if you actually have the capacity, the agency to do it better. Maybe revisit a old relationship that you weren't able to navigate before, but maybe, if it's worth saving, maybe you do now. Maybe try something that before you weren't able to do, but maybe go back to school, or try for that promotion, or just do something physically. Go on a hike. Just try it. Now that you've done some growing, now that you've done some healing, now that your body is in a different place, see if you can do it for yourself. And think, what would I do for somebody else that I loved? What links would I go through? And the links that we've gone through for our kids and now grandkids is like mind-blowing. Do it for yourself. See how much you can challenge yourself for yourself. Let me know how it goes. Let me know what you come up with. I'm just staying active and busy during the day. I'm not letting myself take long times of lounging and thinking and pondering and laying on my couch, which is what I love to do. I've kind of tried to intentionally maintain that the same level of living as I did when I was watching my grandchild, but doing it for myself and my husband and my dogs. So, and I'm loving it. Honestly, it's changed me. I've gotten more energy. It's been awesome. I don't want to go back. It's been awesome. And I can do it now at 58. I can do it now. Try something new that maybe was hard before and see what it feels like now. Tell me about it in the comments. Looking forward to hearing about it. Hope you're having a great day. This is Vashti, and make yourself at home.